if you're there, just bear with me a moment because I'm just getting all hooked up to YouTube. It just takes a few minutes to send all the data. And we'll get started. Let me see. I think I might need Craigie's help. Bear with me, Facebookers and all sorts. Oh, here we go. YouTube says online. At least it says online there. Give us a minute. Are you ready to work? Greg is here. It says YouTube events online here on this app thing. Yeah. But if you go to there, okay, maybe I'm in the wrong place. It might well be, and I can't see the chat, so I'll need to get you to pop that up. Is it working? Looks like something is there. Thank you for coming to my ministry. Can you make my chat appear, please? Mm-hmm. Awesome. And while Craig is doing that, welcome everybody. Happy Friday. Another week over. Can you believe we're in June already? Like, how did that even happen? Huh? I just don't understand it. Just don't understand it. But it's Friday night, and that means it's another fun, crafty night for us. So I hope you're able to stick around and get crafty with me. Craig's just back from a work trip, so he's absolutely zoinked, aren't you? Barely stay awake. Please let me know if you can hear me, because Craig normally checks my audio, and I didn't do that this time. Somebody tells me I can see you just fine. Oh, it's Ines. Hiya. Hi, Ryan. We've got Ines. And Yels is here. Woohoo. Fabulous. I'll let Craig do that while I start getting a little bit crafty. All right. So, I want to stamp this little guy because I want to use some Nouveau drops. Nouveau drops or Nouveau stones or Nouveau jewels. I'm not quite sure yet. Because I had the idea to have a little elephant and then things coming out of his trunk. I was about to call it a snout there. That's silly. And his little trunk. So we'll do that to get us started today. See how we get on. I do want to create a baby card today because friends of ours had a baby last week. So exciting. I haven't seen him yet, but hopefully we'll get to see him before too long. And his name is Jake. Oh, so cute. So I'm really excited to see him when the time is right, but per Sam and Jordan they are also moving house at the moment, so talk about crazy, everything happening at once. So this little cutie is called Ellie, and it's from the Avery Elle company. And I quite like elephants because they're like super easy to color, because you really don't need an awful lot, just a little bit of gray. But I'm going to start off with some white Colorless blender on the inside of him here, and then blend some gray in on the edges. How is that? Yes, that is perfect. Thank you so much. He's the best. Did you leave your dog in there? Oh, poor little dude. He's pooped. C3. No night. Okay. So Craig brought me home the most amazing French like tart. It was like this size, and it had peaches in the middle, and then like raspberries and cherries, and I think blueberries. It looked amazing, and it tasted so good. Hi Wendy. Wendy is here. I can see and hear fine. Good, good. And Sarah Louise as well. Good evening. We've got Snow here too. Yay! Snow says, I love this Ellie stamp. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. Yes, I like this little Ellie stamp too. She's so cute. And I'm just going to add a little tiny bit of grey. To help us get started. In our card making adventures tonight. Yay! So what have you guys been up to this week? Anything exciting? Craig has been away. So I've had the joy of, you know, single parentitude for the week. Trying to do all the things, put the child to bed and feed everything, and also not Rangers, Fiskars was on antibiotics. Did I tell you that last week? I'm not sure if I did. Maybe he was on antibiotics, so trying to like syringe 0.04 mil into his tiny little mouth. Bless him. He's doing a lot better now, which is nice. R000. I feel like we have an R000 there. And that's RV000. Yeah, that'll do. All right, I'm going to leave that to dry a little bit because it's quite saturated. Zoom, zoom, zoom. There we go. Please explain, oh, here we go. Explain please about the Colorless blender. I mean, using it first. Okay, so the Colorless blender is like the juiciness. And if you have, I'm trying to think of a good example. If you have your ink, I always like to imagine it a bit like paint because my brain can like visualize it then, if that makes sense. If I have a dark green paint and then I add some water to it, I can make a lighter green, right? Because it's like diluted, it's less saturated. And the same could be said in a similar way to the Colorless blender for Copic markers or alcohol markers. So what happens is if you have a green here and a green here, you can go over the top and blend them in, and that will work. Sometimes you have to go back and forth a little bit, but it'll work fine. But what I like to do with my, I don't really do this with very many other than the really light tones, is I put the Colorless blender down first. So this means that it's actually saturated, it's juicy, it's juicy. So then if I add a line of my ink, it'll already start to blend along this edge because it's nice and juicy here. You can, of course, do the tip-to-tip technique like this, and you can add some colour to the tip of your blender and then blend it out. And it looks a little grey at the moment because it's wet, but it will dry, and then you'll just have that sort of ombre faded effect there. So I like to put, oh no, I've just got some orange and green on him. I like to put a little bit of Colorless blender down first of all, and help the paper get saturated so the ink will flow through it. Yay! Snow says, is he better now? Meaning Fiskars. He is not like 100% better because the problem is his teeth. His teeth have gone too big, but there's nothing really you can do about it. He got them clipped a bit, but there you go. He got them clipped a little bit, but they're still a little bit big, and the issue was that where his teeth were too long, it was causing a little irritation on his gum, and he just got the antibiotics for that, so that it was like a proactive approach, I guess. So he's still got problems with his teeth, but I don't think he is in pain or sore anymore, which is good. Yay. Snow says, trying to unpack. Yes, Snow moved house, so it has gone through the upheaval of all that joy, that delightfulness. But isn't it lovely when you move house and you're like, oh, I'm going to organize things, and you buy new pots for your craft room and new units all of a trip to IKEA. Absolutely love that. Let's cut this little guy out. Or girl, I suppose really it's a girl. I think I'm going to need to clean my scissors. They're a bit stiff, a bit sticky feeling. To clean my scissors, I just use an antiseptic wipe or a little bit of like Purell antiseptic hand gel stuff. That usually works as well. Ta-da! Nancy says, quick hello from Friendlies. She's at work. Hey Nancy, you'll join me next week. Yay! Tally says, hello crafters. Quick hello. Yay! Barbara says, do you use water paper or regular cardstock with Copics? Good question. So I use Copic friendly cardstock. I've got a couple of options. I have this stuff is the stuff that we sell in the Heffy Doodle shop or store, and I think it's 25. Oh, it tells me right here. It's called Alcohol Marker Friendly Card, and you get 20 sheets of white A5 cardstock. And the thing I like about this is that it's bright white. The other one that I have is a Nina card, and it is it's like an off-white color. So I did like Nina, but I just really don't like the off-white color. So that's why I use this one. All right. Sometimes the off-white color is fine, especially if I'm going to be inking it and things, but Judy's here. Hey, Jude. Just love your work, always. Hello, everyone from Saskatchewan. Okay, Saskatchewan. Is that right? Canada. Tally says, our gerbils like to chew on apple branch. Yes, Craig bought him some apple branches, actually. Craig was all excited about the fact that he was like, I'm going to buy my boy some apple branches. So he did exactly that. Although his teeth are a little bit sore, so I don't think he's really chewing them a lot. Earlier in the week, he wasn't really eating, so I had to mash up like sunflower seeds and mealworms and porridge and mix it all together in like a mortar and pestle with a little bit of water, and then put it on like a wooden spoon and then get him to see if he wanted it. All the things that we do for our fur babies. Snow says, I love organizing, just go slow. Yeah, I know. All right, so I wanted him to go like this and then to have like a coming out like this and maybe a negative space of some hearts. All right, I'm thinking I might actually put a little panel on there so that he's on a panel. Let me trim this little guy down. Ranger isn't here to craft tonight, I'm afraid. Boo. We went for a little walk before the stream at about 8 o'clock, and he okay, hold on. As we were walking, we met this guy walking his French bulldog. Bruce was the bulldog's name. And Bruce was also 5 months, the same as Ranger. So the two of them were like going nuts together. It was absolutely adorable, but they wore each other out. They really did. Okay, so let me go get some Nouveau drops. So we've got stone drops in a blue. I'm just going to grab all the blue ones. Oops, missed it. Never mind. All right, so I've got a few different ones here. In fact, it might be fun just to use them all. So we have some stone drops. We have jewel drops in a really light color. It's called Sea Breeze. Stone drops is called Belgian Bluestone. Interesting. Caribbean Ocean. And crystal drops, Blue Lagoon. Wait a minute, what was that one? Sea Breeze. Okay, cool. And I think I'm going to come up like this. I'm actually going to, I want to stick him down, but I'm wondering, should I add a little bit of ink to the bottom, like a little ombre? What do you think? Let me know what you think. Hey Pam, and Brenda's here too. Hello. And Candy has got Dad's doctor's appointment. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, you said it right. Saskatchewan. The reason I know that is because of Vilna Furstenberg, because I think she was from Saskatchewan. The size of the card, do you make envelopes or can you get a regular size envelope? I never really make envelopes. I only use envelopes. So this, I use a 5.5 by 4.25 panel or cardstock size, which is actually an American size, even though I'm in the UK, because I'm weird. I like it. So you can get A2 envelopes, and I ship them in from the US to sell them in the Heffy Doodle store. So we sell them in the Heffy Doodle store. We also have A1 as well, which I actually accidentally ordered because I thought they were A2, and when they arrived, they were smaller. But I was like, these are cute. I'm going to put these in the store as well. So I've added them to the store too. I think, I'm just guessing, but I think the A1 is like the 4-bar size. You know, the 4-bar note card, some people said. Candy says, yes, a little ombre. All right, let me grab some ink. This is like my favorite blue ink to use for a little ombre. I'm actually going to use my brushes as well. I'll just add the color slowly. I ordered some of the round ink blending brushes. They didn't turn up, so I need to chase them down. I did try to chase them down, but have to check through all my emails. I've probably responded and I haven't seen the emails. It's only when I'm crafting that, remember? Oh, okay. So I don't know. So her name is Vilna, Wilna. I think she's more of a scrapbooker because I used to binge watch her videos when I was more of a scrapbooker. But she's got the most gorgeous voice because I think she's originally from South Africa or something. But I'm pretty sure that she lives in Saskatchewan. No, I can't say it now. Typical. I should know what Belgian bluestones are, but I have no clue. I know. It's probably just a made-up name. They wanted a bee. They were like, okay, this is going to be called bluestone, so we need something. It's either going to be Boston bluestone. Belgian maybe sounded more exotic or something. I'm not sure. Speaking of names, did you guys check out the Heffy Doodlers blog? Not blog, that's a complete lie. The Heffy Doodlers Facebook page, because I asked everyone to give name suggestions for our cardstock range. Actually, I'm going to show you right now because they're right beside my desk. So let me finish this and then I'm going to show you all the colors in our cardstock range. And I was really stuck on names, so I thought that I would ask all of you guys to help me name them. I have picked some preliminary names. However, if you guys in the chat suggest names that I like better, I might go for one of them. And yes, says, what ink are you using with a brush? This is a very old ink, and I don't even know whether they sell it anymore. It's called Vivid. Oh, hello. Vivid ink. But it's the same ink as Catherine Puller's. So it behaves in the same way. And it has the same like foam pad with a smooth top on it. It's really nice. I love it. I think I have used this to death though, which is the problem. The nice soft blend is gorgeous though. A little on the time consuming side. But I think worth it. It's kind of hard to see. All right, so there's just a little bit of blue there. And I think that's probably enough because I want the magic to be in the drops. Now, before I go any further, I'm actually going to stick this to here with some foam, I think, because once I get the drops on, I'm going to have to set it aside to dry. So this guy's going to go here. I'm just trying to figure out whether I want a sentiment. Yeah, I think I do. Let's have a look. Oh, let me read this. Cardstock. Thanks for the reminder. All right. So, you ready? Heavy Doodle has got 12 new cardstocks. And I mean new because I've never done cardstocks before. So it's fabulously new. So 12 colours, and we're selling them in packs of 5 and in packs of 10. So you've got different options if you want to try them out. And we were asking for name suggestions. Now over on Facebook, I pretty much said earlier that like we're closing down the comments, but if you have comments now, then let me know. If I see something that I like, then I might just use it. How fun is that? So this one is a light blue color. And this one is like a navy color. I'll spread them out a little bit, so hopefully you can have a look. So if you have name suggestions, write them in the comments And I did say over on Facebook that there will be a little treat for those who suggest the names that we actually go for. So here we go. Da, 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 da. We have this gorgeous like silvery grey or a light grey, then a beautiful purple, and then a red, and a lalo, and then we have got sort of a minty colour, I guess. A darker grey. I love greys. I think all crafters love greys. A gorgeous blue. Getting some glare from my light here. A black, and then a pink. Oh, Frisky Flamingo. I like that. Oh, I need to write that one down. Frisky Flamingo. Love it. Frisky Flamingo. I feel like flamingos is maybe a bit more pinky. This is more like a reddy pink or a raspberry pink, but still cute, huh? Minty moment. Nice. I love it. Woo! Nice. Okay. Well, you guys can have a think about that while I have a little think about a sentiment for this. Do 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 do. Maybe we could go for a card full of love. That might work. Because I'm going to do a love heart up here. I like that. Let's do that. Excited for the new cardstock. We'll be ordering lots, says Katrina. Yay! You'll need to work fast though whenever we add them to the shop because we're brand new, we didn't know, and also I work from my house, so I can't have millions of things. I don't have masses of them. Of each colour, I mean. And we've put them together in packs of 5 and packs of 10. However, I don't know whether we might take apart the packs of 5 and put it like like one sheet of each colour or something like that. I don't know. What do you think you would prefer? Somebody mentioned that they would like a like a sampler pack, I guess, for want of a better word, so they can try see all the colours together, like a mix pack. Iced oysters. What do you mean iced oysters? Oh, because they're on ice. Oh, nice. Yeah. Dandelion. Ooh, I like that one too. That's new. We had a lot of suggestions for like lemon. I was like, but I don't feel like it's lemon color. I guess I always consider lemon to be more of a pastel tone. Even though lemons are bright, right? Like lemons, I know they're bright. Okay, so that is a sentiment from the Yappy Happy Mail stamp set from Heffy Doodle. Heffy Doodle. And I'm going to grab, so I need the word love. Love. Do I have the word love anywhere? I feel like that big Simon Says stamp set that I used. Yes, has a big love. It's going to be perfect. Let's do it. Yay! And yes says assorted pack would be nice. Yells says assorted pack. Nautical Navy. Oysters on ice might have been better. Multi-pack would be good. One of each to see the colours. I definitely have my eye on the light grey. Yes. It's really pretty. Card full of love. Buttercup yellow. Yeah, that's nice. One thing that I did mention on Facebook is that I am more drawn to names which are food orientated. But for the gray colors and the black colors and things, it's really hard. Because grays and blacks are not necessarily colors that you associate with delicious food. Okay, we're going to stamp this one more time. Beautiful. Beautiful. A little rub down. Squeaky, squeaky. I've got my stamp chamois out today. Sun-kissed yellow, says Susanna. Yeah, I like that, especially now that the summer is coming in. Judy loves dandelion. Hi Deborah, hello from West Yorkshire, England. Yay! Hello back at you from Hampshire, England. Although we have a right assortment of people here. From all over the place. Put that back down there. Elephant for grey, pink candle. You see, I think this as well. So many people have said candy floss for this. But to me, candy floss is more of like this tone or even lighter. So I was like, when I think of candy floss in my head, I don't think of this kind of colour. Banana split, yeah, I think that was one that was suggested already. Cherry's Jubilee, oh nice. I thought of the light blue for candy floss. Yeah, the candy floss, you can get blue candy floss over here as well. Some great suggestions, oh nice. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Let's stick some foam tape on the back first of all. It's been, yeah, so it's been a little bit of a long week, what with Craig being away. And on top of that, we have had vet appointments and I was at the doctor's and Piper convinced me to take her for an eye test. She has been saying for ages that she thinks that she needs glasses. And when I said, why do you think that? Her answer was, I don't know, I just do. I like glasses, that kind of thing. There's loads of people in my class that wear glasses. So I thought it was just a little fad. And so I booked her in to get an eye test. So we went all the way to do that on Tuesday. Oh, hard candy pink. Oh, yeah. Cotton candy, yeah, as we call it. I agree that cotton candy, as we call it here, is light pink, says in yes, yeah. Pineapple pie, yeah. So we went on Tuesday to the eye doctor. Turns out she needs glasses. Well, didn't I look foolish? She is so excited about it. We were coming home today from school. She's skipping along. And she goes, I just can't believe it. It's like, what? She's like, this time next week. Oh, I can't believe it. What can't you believe? This time next week, I'm going to have glasses. He's super excited. Okay, can you see here? No, you can't. Can you see here? I have where I've popped the lid off my Copic, it's gone and spat onto him. I'm going to try and do something which may end in disastrous. I'm going to take a knife and try to scrape away the top layer of my cardstock really lightly, and hopefully not make a complete dog's dinner out of it. And then I'm going to come in with my Tombow Mono sand eraser. Try and smooth it away a little bit more. So the critical eye will probably say that there's still a little bit of a mark there. But it's not as bad as what it was. And I think I can get away with it. I could probably put a little bit more grey on there if need be. Pinky blancmange. Love it. I'm craving lemon meringue. Ha ha ha, yay. Oh, her Wi-Fi won't let me load. Okay, see you soon, Candy. Right, okay. Let's put this here, and we're going to have coming out this, and then a love heart up here. Now, I want to use something as a guide, and I'm thinking I'm going to just use a die or something, or maybe a die cut as a heart shape. Let me see if I can grab one from my stash. And if not, I can just draw. I don't want to draw on it because I'll need to erase the lines, which is no biggie really, but it will be a bit harder when I have lots of bumpity bumps on there from the Nouveau drops. I think my hearts are going to be right at the end. Yep, they are. Okay. So this works perfectly. I'm going to cut this out of some Heffy memo tape. And I'll just stick this to some card just so that it has a little bit of purchase. Because otherwise, if I just stick it, put it straight down, all of the little fibers that's on my cutting plates will be touching the sticky side of my memo tape, and then it'll lose its stickiness. Let me zoom you back out a little bit. Fiesta Purple Parade. You guys are good at this. You guys need to hop over to Heffy Doodlers and obviously join in the fun so that you make sure we don't miss out the next time as well. All right, what I will do is stick this little dude down first of all. Now, because I have got this whole panel raised up, he's going to be flat, because if I raise him up, he's going to be a little bit too fat for envelopes, I reckon. I'm going to line him up. I was going to line him up with the Bomb of Love, but I think he sits much neater if I put him down a little bit. And then I'm just going to put this right in the middle. Or at least I'm going to attempt to put it right in the middle. Give it a good rub. This will be removed at the end. All right. The pink is kind of like tomato soup. Oh, no, it's not as orangey as a tomato soup. I don't think, anyway. But I can't imagine buying a paper called tomato soup. Although it might be memorable, yeah. Summer Sky for the light blue, that is a good one. I like that. All right, I'm going to make make a start. Oh, some of these are a little bit hot, I think. This one's definitely runnier. And I'm not really wanting to have uniformity in any particular way. This one is really stringy. Between my hands to warm it up a little bit. Snow's off to rest. Night, Snow. Happy grafting. Hey, Claudette. Missed you all. Loving the elephant. Thank you. This one's easier to flow. That one's good too. Right, I've not done any of these guys yet. It's a bit thicker and a much deeper color, so probably not going to have a lot of this color. And I'm probably going to stick to smaller dots. That's my thought anyway. Yeah, this one's much goopier, for want of a better word. Right, I've got, can you see this little guy? He's like really pointy. I've licked my finger. Obviously not enough. Just pushed it down a little bit. Rounded it off a bit. We'll see. I think they'll probably flow better whenever if I just keep going. Oh, sorry guys. There you go. Sometimes I battle to put one animal on a card because I think you'll be lonely. Yeah, I completely understand. But you should only put one animal on a card, I guess, if they're like extroverts, you know, and they love being the center of attention. Then it works just fine. Okay, this might take a little bit longer. What has everybody been up to this week? Tell me, do. Has anybody been buying crafty things? Extroverts, that helps. Yeah, they'll be totally happy, those extroverts. Extroverts and only children who don't really aren't really accustomed to sharing things anyway. Piper's the worst for that. She never really had to share mum, dad, anything like that. She very much has a like tolerance level, if you know what I mean. And she's like, she will tolerate somebody, I mean like another child, and then she's like, nope, done. Time to go, Mom. Let's go. She wouldn't hesitate to like throw someone out of her eyes. Bless her. Oh, my craft room's so hot, my memo tape isn't even sticking anymore. Those drops look so good. Let me zoom in a bit more. They are looking really good. I'm really happy with them so far. This one's my favorite. I like that one the best, I think. It flows really well and also has a really pretty outcome, for want of a better word, result. This one's creamier. Like the colors, says Yells. Oh, Judy has been enjoying my grandies this week. Going to visit 2 more in a bit. They called and asked Mopsy and Popsy to watch them ride their bikes. Can't say no to that. Absolutely. So I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely dreading dropping one of these on top of all these drops. And that's just the kind of nonsense that I would do. All right, I think a little bit of this. I'm actually really enjoying having the pop of the darker color. I think it adds a little je ne sais quoi. It's tougher to squeeze out, and then once it gets going, it comes out kind of fast. I think maybe my thing is in need of a little clean. Feels like there's something stuck in it. Let me grab a pin. Might be a little lumpy on it or something. It's like gritty. Weird. Interesting, but kind of weird. Claudette says, been doing little things, getting ready to make baby books. 1 boy, 1 girl. I'll be using your elephant stamps on them. Yay! I thought about using the Elephant of Surprise stamp set for this tonight, but for the elephants, oh wait, I know I probably could have. The elephant walking to the side has got his trunk up, I think. No, he has. He's got it down. And the other one, the elephant's face on, both have their trunks down. So then I was like, oh, it doesn't really work. But I like this Ellie. So I'm fine with that. There you go. I'm going to now go and create the dots around the outside of my love heart so I can try and achieve the love heart effect. That's the plan anyway. And if when I pull the love heart away, it doesn't look anything like it's supposed to, I've got a couple of options in. I can either die cut a love heart and stick it on there, because I know it'll fit in there nicely. Or I could take like a pink and do the love heart dots in a pink. That might work. But it might just work like this. It's a little time consuming. Is the only thing. This one feels more like frosting, much thicker. I wouldn't get past 3 drops, I'd be panicking. Aw. Just gotta keep on swimming. All right, I think there's a tiny little dot in there that I need something. Hopefully that'll work just fine. It's really pretty though, isn't it? Don't swamp over. There we go. Ooh, Amanda from Pear Blossom Press says, I saw a neat tip from my friend Linnea from the drops. She squirts them onto her craft mat, then picks it up and dots it on with a stylus. Ooh, nice. But I don't think then you'd get quite the rounded. I mean, that's great for do you guys used to do that? Use a pencil, like a brand new pencil, and then use acrylic paint and just like dot it on with like that. That would be fun. You can maybe do that with what's the pearl ones? The pearl ones are like, you can paint with them really nicely. Pardon me. Oh, you didn't see that. It was off camera, but I dropped it. But it was fine. It was nowhere near a damage zone. Thankfully. But now I'm more nervous. It's such a cool technique, Leslie. Thanks, Amanda. Hey, Francie. Mine always end up like ovals or something askew, never a circle, says Amanda. So it's useful to tap the bottom of the card. It helps create that dome effect. But I think it really does depend on the viscosity of your drops, and every one seems to be different. in my own personal experience. I also make sure that I hold, so if my paper is here, I hold my nozzle off the paper just a little tiny bit. And never let it touch the paper. And then I try to do a little zoop, a little twirly twirl, a bit like if you've ever seen people squirt meringue. You know, the batter for meringue, or like a macaron. Do like a little circle, a little flick as they pull it off. And that also helps keep the peaks from forming. We're getting there, guys. Pippa says, OMG, this is getting tense. You could play Jaws in the background. Please don't. I'm going to get nervous. I was fine until you said that. A typically Lesley thing to do is to finish it absolutely beautifully and then put it somewhere that I end up pushing my finger through it or something. Put these out of the way. Ooh, that was a big one. That came out fast. Whoops. So I've gone for blue colour themes tonight because of baby Jake. Baby Jake was born last Friday. He was supposed to come this week in a C-section, but because Sam, she was supposed to move house last Saturday. But after I spoke to Jordan, her other, after packing Cajun pizza or something like that. And then the next day, Sam was like, I think I've got like weird pains. Really hurts. Ooh, here we go. A twirl and tap. We'll try this. Yes. Francie is crafting tonight. Just finished colouring something special, top secret. Top secret that I maybe can be able to know about. Francie's got the newest Heffy doodle release. Bum, bum, bum. I also have the newest Heffy doodle release right there. And have I yet been able to play with it? No, sir. There's nothing worse than having brand new crafty products and not being able to play with them. You know, in a first world problem kind of way. Okay, the closer we get to the end, the more nervous I totally get. The stakes are high. I'm gonna do this. So tomorrow morning we're off to puppy play. I brought the card from last week to puppy play, but we were running late, so I didn't bring it in, and I'm glad I didn't bring it in because the manager that's normally there wasn't there, and I really want to give it to him. Starting to get a little bit oblongy. There you go. You're gonna love it too. Eee! Top hat for the black. Ooh, I like that. Top hat. I need to write all these down. Hopefully they still appear afterwards. I am in love with this. I really hope I don't ruin it. It's so pretty. Oops, I caught this one with the tip of my noodle drop. I'll just clean this off. Will it take long to dry? So it'll probably, like in an hour, it'll have a little skin over the top of it, I think. But I think realistically I want to give it overnight to dry. So I might not even be able to take that off before the end of the stream. I'm just not sure yet. Maybe. Okay. Feel like I'm going to ruin it, but this one's got a big tail on it, so I'm going to fatten it up. And also this one. Oh my gosh, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, so pretty. What do you think? You haven't been chucked out yet? Yeah, that's good. No, I haven't been chucked out yet. He's supposed to go until he is 18 weeks, and he is now 21 weeks. Luckily, he's a good boy. Luscious licorice. If the heart doesn't show properly, you can add silver and blue spots between the drops to emphasize the white or something such. That's a good idea too. Yay! All right, so I really want to pull it off. I'm like, it's lifting up. We could just grab it there, my tweezers. I'll give it half an hour or so. Don't mess it up, Lesley. Okay, this needs to go somewhere I'm never gonna touch. Okay, tuck it in there. On my bookshelf. It's on my bookshelf, people, on my bookshelf. Yay! Okay. Put my pin away so I don't lose it. guys, what should we do now? Suggestions. Any suggestions for me? So one thing that I thought would be fun is I don't know what it's called, but there's a new die by Longform where you can do like an inside pop-up card thing. Pip was like, puppy card? Did you see the puppy card I made last week? It was epic. Oh, what is your I think my puppy card is in my car because I was going to give it to them. What kind of puppy do you have? That's what I want to know. So we have, Longform has this new die where it makes a little pop up in the middle. And I've made these kind of cards before, but to be honest, not in a little while. So I thought it would be fun to maybe make a card which features something like that, because you don't really need the die. Don't get me wrong, the die makes everything much easier, I am sure. But I don't really buy much of those like one-trick pony dies. It makes everything really quick, which is great, but I've always liked the engineering side of things. So what I've got is two pieces. If you start off with a letter size piece of cardstock, and oh, we got new letter size cardstock today, so I think they're out of stock at the moment in the shop. I have to go in and update them. So we have a letter size, and you cut it in half like this, fold this one on the 5.5 crease line, this one at 5.5, and then 2 3/4, and then fold them mountain and valley. And if you line up the edges like so, you will get that kind of card like this. You can also move it in a little bit if you prefer. And then it's not quite up to the edge up here. But it's fun. And then for this area here, we need to create an aperture of sorts. So I'm going to probably go for a circle or an oval. Let me see what I can find. I want to get into this party. This is pretty. Or we go for the oval. I know I have got some ovals somewhere along the line. Amanda says you could always show us a sneak peek of the new release. I could. Yeah, says I like pop-up cards. Ooh, yay. Pippa says his name is Odie, he's a rescue and seems to be mostly a little fox terrier, very naughty and very sweet. All puppies are. Yay! So this one I like because it occupies a lot of the inside area here. So I reckon I'm going to go for that. Now, if you want to make, if you're really, really panicky or you want to be really certain that you're going to get this in just the right place, here's what you can do. Die cut from some copy paper using the die that you have here. So I'm going to run this through the Gemini, so it'll be a little bit noisy for a minute. And then you take this piece of just copy paper and fold it in half perfectly, like that. and then position it along the crease, exactly where you want it to go. And then, while holding that down, move your die over the top. And it's only copy paper, but you should be able to get just the right spot to be. It should, that little piece of copy paper should fit nice and snug in there. Like that. Now let's run this through the old Gemini. This is a fun fold, says Amanda. Is the pop-up the same size as the card? So this is the card, and I'm going to create it like this landscape. And then this, same size, with just 2 extra folds. Like this, like an M shape. Oh, I've managed, oh, that's the piece of paper. And then if you line up the edges, it will fold like this. And what you'll find is, right now, this middle fold is at exactly the same edge as here. This will give you the most room behind here, so you have a lot of room there. If you move it in closer like this, then you don't get as wide of a an aperture. It's a bit more narrow here. So I like to move it right the way to the end. Like that. Cute, huh? Yeah, easy peasy. Lemony squeezy. So, baby boy card. I think that's what we need to do. So what are we going to stamp on this little guy? So the little guy's name is Jake. So what if we did like clouds at the top? And, oh, okay, so where is that stamp? There's a stamp set by Mama Elephant that has little, what's it called? Up and Away. Yes. Okay. Maybe the little bunny, it has to be the bunny because Sam has got a bunny rabbit called Ronnie. Ronnie the bunny. Like this. Oh, I like that. Yes. Pretty. And we could have him holding on to balloon. I have got a die cut, which I think is actually a Mama Elephant die cut. Let me grab it. I don't care. Standard. It's going to be the last one I look at, isn't it? Where's it gone to? It has a rainbow on it. And a balloon. Bear with me, guys. Just a cheeky die cut hiding on me. There it is. So we could have this, or maybe we could have the balloon up top and then this down bottom. Oh, cute. Pippa says says, I love seeing older stamp sets. The one that made me fall in love with stamping. I always wanted that set. I'm in South Africa, so it's a bit of a mission to buy, but one day I will. Those bunnies are the cutest. They are very cute, very cute. You could put a die-cut sun behind the clouds and use a stencil to make yellow rays on the background. Oh, that's so good. We could have the, what do you call it? The raise the roof stencil. So we could have the balloon up here, him coming down. We could have clouds behind and some clouds in front like this. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's get cutting. Let's get cutting. Is this going to work for me? Yes, it is. Do, 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 do. Hopefully that's not too frustrating. You can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. Cute. So, we can put our clouds on. Oh, here's my boy. Hey, buddy. You all right? Did you have a nice nap with Daddy? Did you? Come and say hello to everybody. Oh, no. He's already climbed into bed. Sorry, dudes. Okay, so we can put this down here. However, for this, we have to bear in mind that there's a crease here. Zoom, zoom, zoom. So it might just work best just to like cut it so that it doesn't affect. So just basically slice that down there, but we'll worry about that in a little bit. Gonna do the other side now. Boop, 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 doo. Don't want it to be quite so even. Maybe more die-cut balloons in the background and a cloud layer. Yes, I think so. Or more like inky clouds. So let's cut this out so we know what we're dealing with. Gonna cut it. I'll cut it down a little bit so that, because I might want to have it at a bit of a jaunty angle, so I might need to continue it down a little bit. Oops. Rainy day sky for the grey. Well, because it's going to be for a baby boy, I want it to be vibrant and uplifting. I think having a rainy day background, new mums have enough to deal with. Oops, I managed to. Okay. So this will need a crease on it. I don't want this whole guy to cut in a crease. I'm probably going to have to put it at a bit of a jaunty angle like this. And then he's going to be down here like this. Show cuteness. I think I'll just ink up the clouds behind there. Maybe put some clouds in here a little bit. Pippa says, I'm so trying this tomorrow with an extroverted elephant. I found out the hard way that using thinner cardstock is better for layering over the folds on these kind of cards. One that I made barely closes. Could you score rather than cut the cloud? You can score, but you know, if you've got 2 pieces of folded cardstock, it's just a lot. If you fold one in half, the fold goes around the outside. It's kind of hard for me to explain. So you have to have that sort of curve, and to have 2 of them, you're always going to affect it. It's like a newspaper, right? It gets fatter, or a magazine. So if you just cut it, even if you just cut it straight down, it won't. I don't think it'll be that noticeable, to be honest. The only thing which may be frustrating is it's right on the edge here. It'd be better if it was not in the middle of a, like not on the edge, not on a tangent. I think that would work. Yay! Pippa's going to be busy tomorrow. Not really day sky for the card. For the cardstock color. Oh! For the grey. Oh. Okay, what are we going to do in the background here? We're going to do some just cloudy sky in the background. That might work. I'm going to cut some more card in my cloudy. And then we're going to use this as a stencil. Look, my baby now. Bye, Francie. Happy crafting, darling. I can't wait to see what you've made. Okay, so we've got some clouds here, and we're going to colour out the backdrop of our project here. So I'm just thinking, do I want to go blue? Should we go purple? Or should we go even like a yellowy colour and then have a blue balloon? That might be cute. Do people tell you that you look like Rebecca Ferguson, the actress from The White Queen? I don't know who that is, but I look like an actress. I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, I think we're going to go for a yellow color. Maybe even just like an antique linen. Oh, we could go for shaded lilac. Shaded lilac is really pretty. Should we do shaded lilac? Should we? Yes, Lesley, we should. Okay, I agree. Shaded lilac, where do you live? I don't know whether I have a shaded lilac one. Maybe this is you. Yes, this probably is you. I'm interested to know who that is. I don't know who that is, Rebecca Ferguson. I guess I'll have to figure it out. You know what? I might try with my blending brush. Oh, changed my mind. I'm going to go with my Viv. Alrighty then. So let's get this out of the way first of all. This is going to go here. I'm contemplating. So I think I'm going to go over a little bit. And to help guide me in the right direction, I'm going to put some tape down. Okay, doesn't need to be perfect. Actually, am I going to put tape down? No, I don't think I am, just in case I go over the top. Where is my purple? My purpley purple. Okay, let's try this. Yael says, I've created a page on my Facebook, Crafty Card Creation, where I upload all the cards I create. Good for you. I'll have to go and have a look. It is nice to have somewhere to share all your cards. Okay, let's build up these nice soft purpley. You'll have to go look her up. I love that show so much. Might be worth trying. Is it a TV program or is it like a Netflix program? We don't have TV. We just have Netflix and Amazon. Okay. So I'm nowhere near where I need to be, but I like to check and then come back for more. Good call on the lilac. I think also the brushes give a much more softer look, a bit more of a storybook look, which I think is really a really pretty style for baby cards. Another thing that reminds me of a storybook look is no-line watercoloring or no-line coloring, sometimes with Copics and stuff. I'm not very good at it. I don't, well, to be fair, I just don't have the time for it, because when I'm crafting, I'm normally crafting with you guys, and no-line coloring is not a 5-minute job. So the whole stream could be me coloring one thing. Okay. So this is gonna, it looks like I've done all this work for nothing, but it's gonna look so pretty afterwards, so we don't mind. Did I tell you? So probably play tomorrow. And then one of the villages quite near us has a dog show. They have like a summer fair thing, summer fete. I can't believe it's that time of the year. So here in England, the kids go, their school runs until, the school runs until the 20-something of July. It's like super late. When I grew up in Northern Ireland, it was always like the end of June, the last day of June, that was you, boom. But then I'm always so surprised because I saw that Crystal, her kiddo, is out for summer already. I'm like, what? All right. So just look at that beautifulness. So gorgeous. I'm going to do the other side, and then I'm going to come in with a bit more color to create more cloudiness on that side. Let's do up over here. And over here we want to deal with this. So we need to bring some up right there. Cool, cool, cool. Obviously we need here in the middle because that's going to be an exposed bit. It was a stream show, Netflix, or what we have here, Showmax, but Amazon might have it. It's a period drama based on the books by Philippa Gregory, based in England in 1464. You were a fan, huh? What was her name again? I need to look it up. You know, whenever you do those like silly like Facebook quizzes, it's like, which dog are you, or which famous person do you much look like, and then it takes your profile picture and does it. It always came up as Catherine Heigl. I don't even know if that's how you say her name. And I'm like, I don't even see it. There's probably just like one picture at the exact same pose or something. Sorry, this is taking a while. One of those things. Beauty doesn't happen in an instant, you know. Pippa says, OMG, I'm also her, apparently. It's hilarious. They probably only have like 8 people on the list. All right. I think a little bit higher. Judy's off. Thanks for great lives you do. Catch you later. Have a great weekend. Ciao. So puppy play in the morning, and then hopefully dog show. Well, it depends on the weather. The weather here has been absolutely delightful. We've had the back door open and the dog can go in and out, which is great because I think he's toilet trained. We haven't had any accidents in well over a month, but you just never know, right? Just keep the door open, and because he rings the bells, but sometimes you can't hear the bell. So I don't know what he would do if he rang the bell and we didn't hear it. He might just relieve himself. Nice, okay. What kind of dog is he? He's a cockapoo. I was going to see if I could lift him up, but he is so cozy at the moment. When he wakes up later, we'll pick him up. At the end of the stream, I'll do it. Because he'll be like, good time. All right. Here we go. And I want to create some more clouds up here. So just like this. Using a die cut cloud as a makeshift stencil. This gives that real light touch along the edge here. The best thing about doing this technique is you always end up with a gorgeous edge here, which you can totally use in a project. Rian says, random question. What's the best way to glue down film without showing lots of glue coming through it? Good question. So the very nature of vellum means that it's a beast when it comes to showing things through it. So the answer, in one way, is that you don't glue it. You could attach it with like an eyelet, or attach it with a brad, if you know what a brad is, a bit like a split pin. Or you can use a what's the word? You can use a little bit of glue and then like cover it up. So if you're planning to put like a little dab of glue and then just put a heart, like a die cut heart, right on top of it, that's normally what I do. I just work around it, if you know what I mean. There is, however, vellum tape glue, and also micro dots might work for you as well. If you give me a minute, I'll show you what they are. Essentially, it's like miniature glue dots. And they're so small that you can't really see them through vellum. If you're looking really hard, you will be able to see them. Let me show you. I think I have some in here. So these are microdots, and you can get it in a tape, I think, but these are sheets. And if you pull this back, you won't really be able to see because it's so small. This plastic is covered. Okay, might be able to kind of see. It just looks like little dots to you, probably. It's where's my focus gone to? There. Can you see here at the bottom? Tiny little dots. And then you can add some of that to the vellum. When I worked in a craft shop, and a lot of people used vellum for the inserts for wedding stationery, and I used vellum for my wedding stationery, I think, is that we just said there's no easy way to do it, so it's better to be obvious. So we would just do a strip of really fine double-sided sticky tape. So like a strip of really fine sticky tape up here and the vellum on top. So the vellum actually flapped, but it was fine because it was like an insert, and it looked like it was meant to be like that. We recommended that. It's like, if you can't make it invisible, then make it visible but neat, like intentional. Because if you don't, if you try and hide it and then it becomes obvious, then that's almost worse, I think. All right, I'm going to trim a bit off this edge. I can see where I've put my trimmer. And then I'm going to go 2 3/4 in. Which will be this fold line here. Just like this. Stick her down. I'm actually going to use some wet glue for this. Good old Tombow Mono. I think it'll probably leave a bit of a gap actually. Oh, I don't want to leave a gap. I need to get glue on it now. Good old sand eraser. I'm really annoyed because we shipped in the sand erasers from America because they're really popular. And then the company that we used for that now no longer permit us to export them. Stinks. So essentially I can't get them from that company anymore, which was the whole point of using them from that company in the first place. Okay, so I'm not going to worry too much because when we see it, it's going to be folded like this. So you can see a little bit of a line, but I'd rather that it folds nicely and you can see a tiny little bit of a line rather than it not fold nicely. And if it really, really bothers you, you could probably take a white gel pen and add that, but my gel pen's decided to give up. Rian says, I'll have a look for some of those microdots. Cool, cool, cool. What ink is this? This is, once again, an old Vivid ink. Somebody mentioned earlier it's the same size as the Catherine Pooler Carno inks, Canvo inks, and it's also the same size as the little Adirondack inks. The thing you have to bear in mind is that Catherine Pooler, Adirondack, etc., they don't have a stamp, they don't have an ink making factory at their back door. They use an ink factory to create their inks. So they probably just have used the same factory. So it probably is the same formulation. But I am assuming, I have no insider information to claim that that is truthful. And I have tried the big Catherine Pooler inks. I imagine the little ones are the same. And as far as I can see, yes, they behave in an extremely similar way. Yay! Pippa says, can't wait to see the reveal and your doggy. He is a snoozy McSnoozy pants at the moment. All right, fold it over. Yay! Okay, we must not forget that we have to put some sort of color in behind here as well. Put some clouds in there, I think, to help build the picture. I'm going to try and roughly match up some of these lines here. Not that it's going to match up, but somewhat try. Yay! While I'm doing this, you guys need to think about what we're going to put on the front of our card. Would this work as a spin card? So the thing, yes, it will work as a spin card, but you need to make sure that whenever you are putting the spinner, I can show you in a minute what I'm trying to say. I just need to not move this a minute. So if you want to put like string from here to here and put an element there, let's say you want Mr. Bunny here, and when you close this, this has to go flat, right? And if you have the string halfway through Bunny's head there, Bunny will be sticking out of your card. So what you would need to do is put maybe a element here or here, so that whenever it folds over, it doesn't stick out of the card. It needs to be slightly off-centered. Does that make sense? So you could have like 2 elements here that would spin, maybe. Or have an element that spins and then something else to balance it out. I hope that visually makes sense for you guys. Loving it. I'm just going to carry this up a little bit more above this middle boil. Where's Eden tonight? Miss her. Vanessa says, well explained. I say, yay, good. I'm a visual person. So don't place it on the crease. Correct. Although, bear with me, and then I'll show you what my although is. Although, do you remember at the start when I said, pardon me, you can line up the edges like this, or you could push it in a little bit further. If you push it in a little bit further, then this edge only goes to here, right? Not to here. So if you push these in a little bit further like that, and you fold it over, then this guy will be within the card, like that. So make sure it has enough room to spin. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying. I hope that makes sense to you guys. It's a really fun way to make an interactive element, and it's not that complicated in the grand scheme of things. All you're doing is creating a card blank with a crease in the middle, and then increasing each of those in half. I think a lot of people get slightly hung up on the thought that something might be complicated. Does that make sense? Oh, I could never do that. You know, that whole thing. I'm like, well, yeah, you can. Yeah. I'm absolutely in love with the softness of this card so far. What do you guys think? So bear in mind, it's only going to go to about here, probably. You can put it out some more, but I'm probably only going to hold it to about there. So we're going to go for a baby blue balloon. And we need to make sure that my crease is kind of like here. I think. Oh, I think I might be too far over, but anyway, give it a go. Vanessa says, my project for tomorrow too. Yeah, I'm glad to see that I'm inspiring you guys. If you push the 2 outer folds all the way into the center, you'll have a pop-up and you can still have a spinner. If you push the 2 outer folds all the way in the center, so you mean like this, yeah, and that's pretty much how people make the gift card holders, that you can slide a gift card into the middle of the card like this, and you just have 2 little panels like that. So when you open a card, it's like, ta-da, I've got a gift card for you. It's fun. So that's going to go there. I'm going to go up here. I'm wondering if I should have just creased those. Nah, it's too late. Keep going. Keep going, Lesley. Just going to give this a little bit more of a crease. And then, oh, you know what? I probably should have... colored it before I actually inked it, because now the ink's going to gather at the crease. But hey ho, I'm going to cut along the edge here, but I want to figure out how far I want this to hang down. Maybe there. A little snip there. I'm going to take it to my guillotine and do the rest. Hey, buddy. All right. What have you got there? I'm pretty sure whatever that is, it's not for you. Have you found a noodle drop? Oh, I see. What you got? Did you find it? Oh, did Mommy take it away? Come on, let me see if everybody wants to see you. You're such a big puppy now. You are. Such a big puppy now. Did you have a good time snuggling with Daddy? Oh, I'm so yawning. He's very, very tired. May I have a kiss? This is Ranger. He's 4 months old, and he's a cockapoo, and he's a good boy. Aren't you? Can we go back down to bed? Oh, bird sausage. There we go. Oh dear, dear, dear. Poor little sausage. I have a reel of thin plastic thread. Would that work for a spinner? Yes, I use thread all the time. It would be beautiful as a spinner. Oh, this is the wrong bit. Where's the other bit? If I was a balloon, where would I go? There we are. Yay! Okay, so we want this to be colored blue. Should we just use the blue that I had earlier, seeing as I have it out? And I have my blue ink brush out as well. Maybe we'll just do the edges. I really want to craft one of these now, but also I'm out at a craft fair tomorrow. Boo-hoo. that means you get to go and maybe buy some more stamps, and then whenever you might see a stamp that'll be like, oh, that'd be perfect on a pop-up card like this. It would be fun. Nice. Blue balloon faded into white gives more of a pastel-y effect. It doesn't look very blue on the camera, I'm afraid, but it is. So that's going to go like this, and I'm going to make sure that we adhere it closed like this. Do one side first to make sure it gets a good adhesion. Candy says, hi Ranger. Yells says, he's gorgeous. Lots of hearts from Pippa. He's perfect. He is. He is a good boy. So adhering it on when it's closed like this just means that it's going to close properly. If you adhere it on the open and then you try to fold it over, just the natural movement will move the glue. So this will work better. Ta-da! 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 All right, we need. Oh, it's so pretty. We need a little bunny. So I'm going to stamp bunny once, but I'm going to die cut bunny twice, because I'm going to put one in front and one behind. I don't know what I did with my card from my stamping earlier. Here it is. So stamp once, die cut twice. Hey, Luna La Vinci, and Hypebot as well. Hey there. Sarah Louise is here saying, loving the colors, Lesley. These ink pads really give a gorgeous soft pastel feel, which I'm loving right now. I'm going through a phase. I always do this. Sometimes I'm like all hyper, all about the hyperness and the bright colors. And then sometimes I'm all right. I'll color him in first of all. And I'm going to go for, I'm trying to think what color bunny rabbit Ronnie is. I think he's white. So we'll go for some warm grays. Maybe we'll give him, you know those bunnies, those really cute bunnies that have like dark colored ears? That would be so cute, wouldn't it? So we'll do some warm grays. I just love the way that warm grays look on furry critters. Some W1, W3 for some shady bits. then I'm just going to go all over it with a W0. Blend it out slightly. I'm going to give him blushy cheeks just to bring a little bit of another colour to my colour palette today. So first of all, I'm putting down my Colorless blender, and then we're going to go for boop on the cheeks. So I think I go for YR000. I'm going to go straight down like this, boop, so I get a nice circular look. And because we put down the Colorless blender first of all, it'll help it soak out, so it's not got those harsh lines around the outside. Super cute. And for his belly, I think just a little bit of C0, to add a little bit of shadow there, just so it's not so flat. Let's put this back on the shelf. And then run this through the die cutting machine. He looks like he should be carried along by a small child, either by his hand or ear. Oh, yes, he does. He's a bit velveteen rabbity, isn't he? Piper had a little bunny teddy whenever she was little, and he was called Snuggle Bunny. Oops, I've managed to move my die and cut off his ear, but that won't matter because you won't see that bit. It's just for in behind. And I'm thinking, so this is going to go here like this, and this one's going to go in behind just to stabilize it as it's hanging off the side. And I'm going to use a little bit of twine or something. This is crochet twine, so I'm going to tie it to my balloon very carefully. Oops. Like so. And then this is going to go behind his paw, isn't it? So let's add a tiny glue dot to the back here. Actually, I'm just going to use some dot adhesive on it. Oops, wrong one. If I put adhesive all over him, like this, and then put him kind of sitting on the cloud like this. And what I can do is put this behind his hand, because there's a little bit of adhesive there, it'll stick slightly. Flip it over, and then line up the ears on this side like this, and that will sandwich the twine between his paws like so. And then we can just trim this off. It might be fun actually to drape it along somehow. How cute is that? What do you think, guys? Looking good? So before I go any further, I feel like I want to have some sort of a sentiment on here. Maybe a, I don't know, welcome to the world or something. I'll have to have a little look through my stash. Yells says, love it. Rianne says, so cute. Yells says she's inspired. So let's have a look. I need like a welcome baby, something like that. I'm sure Honey Bee Stamps had they have a baby set. I wonder if it's got any sentiments in there that would work. Special delivery. We've got welcome. Maybe. Not so keen on the font of this one at the moment. We could have hello. Hello, new baby, something like that. Or hello, baby Jake. That might be cute. There's that one with the welcome on it. Let me have a quick look through some of these other ones, see if I've got any other new baby stamps that pop out at me. Oh, yes. Welcome. Bundle of joy. Welcome, bundle of joy. Sweet new baby. Loving it. Stamp high on the balloon. Yes. I like this welcome. Welcome, wee little one. Oh, cute. Let's see. That's not going to fit there. Would fit here or here. Maybe here would work. Get it off my head. And then I can write a message here, can't I? Welcome, sweet and new baby. Let's grab a Misty oopsies. Hey Riri, long time no see. Absolutely is. How are you, girl? How's the great outback of Aussie land? All right, so welcome. Want to carry those colors through again, so I'm just going to continue using that purple tone, although because I'm stamping it direct it's going to be a little darker than what's there, but that's cool. We're okay with that. Yay. Loving it. Welcome, welcome. And then we'll go for Sweet New Baby, I think. Candy says, I'm back for good. I missed so much. There's always the replay. Welcome, Sweet New Baby. Do I do Sweet New Baby in black or do I continue it with a purple? What do you think? What do you think, guys? Or I could go for the blue, I suppose. Should we do blue? Just to mix things up a bit. Let's do blue. Ruby says, I haven't been too well actually. Oh no, Mum had some major surgery done end of May. She can't do much for the next 2 to 4 months. Oh man, I've been trying to help out more too. Casper is 5 on the 18th of June. I knew that, you see, having a bunny here would bring out Ruby because Casper is her sweet bunny and he's gorgeous. So are you, at least I've obviously made your day by having a bunny on this card. So hopefully that'll bring a smile to your face. I hope your mum gets better soon and has a speedy recovery. Sweet New Baby. Perfect. Have you ever embossed sentiments once stamped? I find this so brave. If you stamp it with a pigment ink and then emboss it, then yeah, then that's perfect. It works best if you have a what am I trying to say? An ultra fine embossing powder. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I kind of want this to loop like that, but I need something to stick it down there. So I want to have little hearts, I think. So I'm gonna maybe stamp my a couple of little stars, little hearts. Oh look, there's stars and hearts both here. That'll do. You get a little tiny acrylic block, which makes this a bit more manageable. So I'll just use these 2 colors for now, and then I will come and bring in some more. It is absolutely bucketing it down outside, sadly. Sadly. If it's raining tomorrow, I don't think we're going to get to our dog show. Ranger doesn't even like going outside when it's raining. He's like, let's go for a walk, let's go for a walk. Oh, you have to kind of encourage him to go down the step. You're like, it's okay, buddy. Everything's fine. Okay, I'm going to grab a couple of little stars. Oh, there's stars here. Oh, how fortuitous. And I think for this one, I'm going to have a yellow color. Sorry, Ranger. We'll go for this one, which is called Butter. When I say butter, you say fat. Butter. When I say hip hop, you say rap. Hip hop. This is a thing in our house, and we were at somebody else's house and Piper started saying it, and they were like, what is she saying? And I appreciate that you probably don't have a clue what I'm talking about. And that's okay. All right. I'm actually really liking the extra color that we're bringing in here. I think it brings it in. And I need a little love heart or something to go here. So, and I mean die cut love heart. Or die cut star. I don't know. Let me see. So in the tag along stamp set, there is a collection of like confetti dies. They're small and large, so that might work for us. There we go. Can you see them? There's different shapes. And then we've got the larger ones here. Let me go grab some scrap paper. And I want to keep with babyish colors, if you know what I mean. So pastels. Got pink here. Let me see. A little blue. See if I can find a nice kind of yellow, maybe, or like a minty color. Apparently all my greens are luminous. This'll do though. Oh, gorgeous pink on that side. We'll use this one. Ruby says, I'm so upset I missed Piper's live. Aww. Did you get to watch it on replay at least? Yay. Vanessa says, cloud. Cloud. Put a cloud over the string. Oh. Ooh, that could work. We could have a heart. Where's that gone to? Come on. No, it's a bit big. What do you think? Something like this? Does it look pretty? I think it looks pretty. Pop you there for now. Oops, that was supposed to be pink. This is a two-way glue pen, so it comes out blue, it'll dry clear. So don't worry about that. I knew it, my baby, yeah. Okie dokies. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to use a glue dot for the one that I want to trap the string under. So I think that will hold it down a little bit better. But let me put these away before I figure this out. Riri says, gotta watch the replay. So cute. And mini me Lesley. She is cute. She's also a minx. But I think all 8-year-olds probably are. I feel like, Riri, was it you the last time that we're sending her lots of emojis? She loved that. How are we doing for time? Ooh. Well, we're nearly done with the inside. So I guess that's something. Yay. Loving it. Now let's try my gel pen again, see if it's being any more cooperative this time. I find that my gel pen gets moving if I warm up the nib on my hand a little bit. What might actually work better is using my Copic white, opaque white ink. If it's something that would bother you having that area there, then you can do this. Doesn't really bother me all that much, but for the sake of showing you guys what you can do. And nice and juicy. And a thin paintbrush. Beautiful. Everything is fixable. I used to watch a scrapbooker called Noelle Hyman. She doesn't scrapbook anymore. I think her life got in the way. But one of her mantras was everything is fixable. And I really connected with that. Because I think as crafters, we sometimes give ourselves such a hard time when things don't turn out the way that we wanted them to. And very often we beat ourselves up or it's not good enough. And I know that 99.9% of the time it's just our brain saying that. It's not like you have somebody looking over your shoulder going, that's not good enough. That's never going to pass the qualifications for a handmade car. But you should bear in mind that pretty much on the whole, everything's fixable, or at the very least, nothing has to be, like, you don't have to have works of art. You can just do something because it's fun. And if you really don't like it, you can throw it away. And then, you know what? You have learned that you don't like that. It's no biggie. No biggie at all. All right. So I'm happy with this. You liking it? JJ, hi-yo. Yellowtail says, I have bought a seaside card making magazine with a seaside theme. I have said no to this themed card for ages, but I bought it because I do like it. Ruby says, I sent her lots of emojis. She got really distracted. Yes. I'm pretty sure that you're the reason why she hasn't done one in a while, because I was like, you're the newsfeed, but are you going to get distracted? Okay, so I am loving this so far. I'm really pleased with it. But now I'm not going to stick it in just yet. I'm going to pop that over there. And we need to create something on the front. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? It either has to be bunnies or we just do like his name. We could do more clouds and his name. Or what do you think, guys? What should we do? Snowy Spludges says, Ruby, I suffer with my, hold on. Oh yeah, I suffer with my hands in the winter too. The only hand cream that works for me is the Body Shop hemp cream. I must have missed a comment about hand cream. Yazel says that she is guilty of this. What the, like, you have to give yourself creative freedom. Everything is fixable, and even if it's not, like, even if you're like, I can fix it, you can fix it by throwing it in the bin. It makes you feel better, that's fine. But you're right, yes, the receiver does not look as close as the creator. Let's give you guys a close-up look while we're waiting. So we've got Welcome Sweet Baby over here. And then we've covered that with some white ink. You can't even really notice it, can you? Got a little bunny and the sweet clouds. And I wanted there to be enough room so I can either... oh, actually, I wonder if there's enough room there that I could tuck a gift card into that. Do I have any gift cards in here? Don't know. I think there would be enough room that I could tuck a gift card in there. That might be fun. Marjolaine's here. Hey, Marjolaine. We have done the inside of a new baby card. And I need to do the outside. This is the inside, look. It'll look like this. So now we need some ideas for the outside. It's for a new baby called Jake. Who just arrived. He's 1 week old today. Yay. Oh, we've got Ronan over on Twitch. Hey, Ronan. New to our channel. Welcome, welcome. I'm pretty new to Twitch because I'm just streaming multiple channels at once, but lovely to have you all. Let's see if any suggestions are out there for what we do in the front. Haha, love it. Do you have a corner jumper? I do. You know it. Yes, we could round the corners. I just don't want to round this a little bit too close. This would be my concern, maybe. It might be cute to round the corners. Oh, actually, no, I don't want to round the corners because you know why? Because this one and this one, this would look cute, but here and here might look peculiar. Actually, I think the top one would be covered by the balloon, but the bottom one, I think you'd probably see through it. So I think I'm going to stay like that. A die cut word on the front over some stencil clouds. So just have like his name, Jake. That would work. I don't think I've got any like big letters. Although I might have like stickers. I might have stickers. Oh dear, I have such a lot of stash here. Let's see. We could do like big letters, maybe. These are cute, but they're not going to be all the same. I'm going to get a little J, J-A, massive K. I'm not going to love that one. I obviously need to create big letters, big die cuts. I've got the white ones. They might work. The foam ones. Let me have a look and see if I've got the letters I need. J, A, K, E. Oh, I do have these like white foam letters. Several die cut Jake 3D. Yeah, that could work also. So we've got J here, A, K, E, all on this side. So we could do something like that. J, A, K, E. Are we going to put any critters on it? I'm like, we need critters. Hello Jake on the front. Oh, hello cute. Hello Jake would be really cute actually. I feel like you need clouds on the front for continuity. I would probably agree. What are the other bunny choices? Otherwise, I like the name idea. So there's only one. That's not even the same stamp set. Where's it gone to? There's only one bunny here. We do have Heffy Doodle bunnies. Let me grab them for you. But if we wanted continuity, we probably need to go for a mama elephant bunny. And I think there are bunnies in other sets that I might have. So these are the Heffy Doodle bunnies. And from a mama elephant point of view, ooh, I have these. I have these ones, but they have a weird like stitch in them, which I'm not so keen on. And, oh my gosh, there's no bunny in there. I thought there was. There's one bunny here. That's not quite the same, but slightly similar. And then we've got the bunny from the painting set, the Mama Elephant painting set. But he's got a beret on, so I don't want to give him a beret. Or we have this guy, but he looks... Oh, does she look like a mama bunny? It's like a little stork bringing a baby bunny. Like, do you think she could be like a mummy bunny? That might be cute. Oh, I need to read everybody. The card is so cute. Love the lighter colors and adore the bonbon. Yes. Oh, Ronan, not Ronan, Lauren. Hey, Lauren. The main theme is the inner, for sure. Maybe the name Jake in the clouds. Yeah, flip. Good thing you spotted that. I'd have ruined your card. What? Spotted what? Inner. Several die cut Jake here with a little balloon to tie to one of the letters. Ah, that's a good idea. Stamp some grey ink baby things also works with Jake 3D. Just Jake and a balloon. Okay, cool. Lauren says, what else are you streaming on? We're streaming on Twitch, Mixer, Facebook, and YouTube at the moment. And eventually Instagram, whenever they decide to do that. Ooh, so we do have this, which was accidentally created in earlier. So we could create like purple clouds. Actually, I might have a blue one that I created earlier. Here's one I created earlier. No, maybe I didn't. Well, I did, but I might have used it. Pretty sure. I had a blue one. That I was like, this is so cool, I'm going to use this on a project. Put it in my stash full of stuff. But then, who knows where I'll actually find it again. Oh well, it's easy enough to make one. It's not a big deal. You could add the set of balloons to his name. I wish I had those like balloon letters. That would be really fun. So should we just go for blah, blah, blah. Oh, I do have some balloons. we've got balloons like this. I think I'm gonna say maybe Mama, maybe this one, no to this one. Don't think we want this one. And this one, although it is what's in the inside, I think it's too much. Oh, unless we did these balloons, nah. I want one big balloon, I think. Isn't it funny how my creative process just goes blah, 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 blah. Maybe the Beret Bunny could paint his name on the front. Maybe. Jake name and the small balloons. You could add the balloons to his name. Okay, right. Let's see what we can do. We've got this balloon. We have got Jake. I'm going to take this out. And I'm just going to use this as a guide. We wanted the word hello. We wanted hello, didn't we? I have a die cut of hello, so that might work. I think I have anyway. Thanks, cheers. Hooray, happy. Do I have a die cut of hello? Celebrate, thanks, party. Bear with me, guys, on the hunt. Okay, this is a hello from Honey Bee, but it might be too big. Is it too big? Hello, Jake. That might work. That might just walk. All right. I think we're probably going to be running out of time soon because it's nearly midnight with us. Me and Ranger. By us, I mean me and my dog. And so I think what we'll do is I'll just go for... I think this is going to be one of these cards where it looks simple on the front, but it's like all party in the middle. You know? You could color in Jake, says Lauren, so it's not just white and you can see it. Yes, you could, actually. This is not card, it's foam, like craft foam. But it will take a certain color. You need to be a little bit careful with it because it's porous. But that definitely could work. I like the idea of it popping against a really colorful background. So if we have this gorgeous lilac color in the background. I think that will work. And we could add on some balloons maybe, and even some string. Because we could put the string behind the letters, behind the Jake letters, to hold them down, if you know what I mean. Let's see. We'll see what it looks like if there's too much white in the card so the Jake doesn't pop. Then we might have to do that idea, Lauren. Or stamp hello, like a small stamp hello. Also could work. So this hello die from Honey Bee has got a shadow as well. So we could put the shadow behind the Yeah, put the shadow down first, put Jake on top, and then put the hello on top again. Does that make sense? So the Jake is, the top of the Jake is like sandwiched between the hello and the shadow. All right, we're getting there. A little bit more intense color here, I think. Looks super pretty. So pleased with it. I think we could add some sequins or something to the front as well, which might be sweet. I think this ink pad is probably reaching the end of its days. Although, to be fair, I'm pretty sure I bought it when I worked in Miller's in Glasgow, which was after coming from France in 2002. So, you know, it has served me well. So when people start saying about how much you've spent on your craft supplies, you just bear in mind that very many of them are long-term investments. That's what we're going to say. Okay, we're going to have Jake here like this. And maybe hello like this. I feel like it's missing something. Let me see. We have this hello. I think I definitely want to cover it in like balloons or something. So we could have this little guy. We either make this the like focal element. Ooh, what if we make like a little frame around it or something? I don't know. We could have this guy somewhere holding up a balloon. Give me a balloon. Quick, give me a balloon. And add like some balloons around the place. Or we could have little mama. Mommy one. Ooh, we could put this on the front if we wanted to. It's probably too purple now, is it? Purple, mama. Jake on top. Or we put this down here like this, so it's super purple, and we've got Jake on it. Let's darken it up. Hello from Pennsylvania. Hello. Hi, Gretchen. What about a raised piece of card with a cloud die cut and put the Jake letters sitting slightly under it so it looks like the name is floating in the cards? Oh, I quite like that idea. That's nice. But I also like the idea of the Jake name popping on this. Oops, what have I done? I've added completely the wrong colour. Shelly May. Also not the right colour, but I'll have to do. If it doesn't work, everything is fixable. Kind of gives a nice blend because there's obviously ink on my pad that's more pinky, and then the ink from the ink pad is more purpley. It's really soft, it's beautiful. All right. So what I'm saying is, let's trim this down both sides. 5.5 inches of wonderful goodness. All right, it's too high at the moment, but we'll see. You know, like this. With the Jake here. We could have Mama Bunny popping out over the top, maybe. We could have the word "Hello, Jake" here. We could have Baby Bunny down here holding the balloon. What do you think? A bit like the cloud stencil you've used. Oh, hold on. I like the idea with the balloons around, says Deborah. I think this is too much, too deep, so let me cut some off. Maybe we've lost the softness with the dark colour of that one. I'm going to stamp this bunny and I'm going to stamp this bunny, and then we'll take it from there. Because sometimes seeing them in a particular way makes it easier to make decisions. Hello, Jake. No critters is Yell's vote. What? No critters? Right. What have I done with my ink pad? Here we go. Critters are like my favorite thing. Yay. And I'll stamp this one. Hello above the cloud and Jake in the cloud area. All right, so you want me to tuck Jake behind here. We could make that really small then. It doesn't need to be so deep if we wanted to do that. Or we could just have a white cloud if we're going to have Jake behind it. Lots of options. Boy, am I glad you guys are here to help me walk through all of it. All right. I'm not going to color these guys in yet because I can do that afterwards. But I do want to cut them out so that I can kind of place them and play with them a little bit. Play with the placement a little bit is what I'm trying to say. Ooh, I'm out of Heffy tape. Okay. Lost all my new messages. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Okay. Hello above the clouds and Jack in the cloud. On the cloud. Hello above the cloud. Okay. You have to guide me through it whenever we get that far. Okay. I'm going to be slightly controversial and massacre this so that I can have a better idea of its placement. And put this out of the way, free up some space. Cool beans. All right. So we could have it like this. And Jake here. And then this one, because it cuts around the paws, could have little mama popping out like this. And this one, do you have a die? That is my question for you. Oh, I don't think I do. That is sad. Well, that is sad, isn't it? Obviously, it needs to be purchased. Got to do it the old-fashioned way. Tuck critters behind the cloud like they're peeping out. Oh, like loads of bunnies, do you think? Or we just like be equal opportunist critter supporters. But this, so this, the people who had the baby is the mum of Piper's school friend Lily, and Lily has a bunny. So that's why I thought it would be cute to have something like this. And I've totally lost that balloon stamp. That was, there it is there. So we could have some balloons if we wanted to. Like a couple of them around the place, different colors maybe. And then we've got hello. If I wanted to have hello, or we could go for just like a small hello or something. Let's cut this out so you can see what it looks like. We're getting close to last call, if you know what I mean. Okay, so Yelltail says, I like how you've done it. Lauren says you should move Jake over so the baby bunny isn't on top of it. Like this. Is that cuter? Yeah. All right. And then we've got a hello. Hello, hello. Or, bear with me, we do something like hello Jake, left aligned. And we have Mama Bun over here. And then we get a baby bun at the bottom. Or baby bun goes up here. This goes in the middle. Or balances on the J. And we lose a hello, or we put the hello in the middle, and now we're getting late, and Lesley can't make up her mind for days. I'm going to stamp some balloons, because why not? I'm going to stamp some balloons and see what happens. Maybe we could bring in some of those other colors that I used. And then we can see what happens. Yell says, just remove the baby bunny. That seems like it is something that could very much happen. Yes. I'm also going to do some of the sort of yellow color that I had, the butter, I think they called it. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Let's see. Is there a I thought one of these said hello, and I thought that would have been fun to have, just have that as the hello. But unfortunately, it says hello friend rather than just hello. Let's give this a quick trim down and position it on. Because I'm such a visual crafter, I like to be able to see it. I can normally visualize it in my head quite a bit. But when I'm tired, like at 1 minute to midnight, then it's a bit more of a challenge. All right, I think I preferred hello Jake, baby bunny, maybe some balloons. Or maybe this in blue. Maybe two blue like this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to ink it on, baby. I just like the extra pop of color. Remove the bunny ears inside. So my thought with this bunny was that this bunny is Lily. And then the bunny inside is a new baby. Bring back Beret Bunny. We'll just have to do it because it's too late for shenanigans. All right. This is the part where Lesley just commits to things willy-nilly because she's tired. So I'm going to stick that up. I'm not going to go all the way up to the top of my cloud because Mrs. Bunny has to stick her butt in there somewhere. Am I the right way around? I hope so. All right, nice, nice, nice. I'm going to go a little rogue here and add some Wink of Stella to the edges, which is like a glitter brush marker thing. I'll just add a little touch of shininess to that. And then Jake is going to go along here, committing. J. A. K. E. Gretchen says, I like it in color, easier to see. Yes, that's what I thought. And Yael says, I'm forever adjusting my cards because sometimes cards look good with all the ideas you have. Very true. I'm going to color these very quickly in because this mama bunny needs her bed. And this mama bunny is going to be slightly different, I reckon, just for some added fun. Maybe gonna bring down some of this color into like little eye patches. You got to sneeze, guys. Let me put you on mute. Bless me. 2 sneezy puffs. And then just some W0. And for inside of ears, we're going to go for a little R00, and we definitely want some rosy cheeks here as well. Just pop her nose like that as well. All right. Mama Bunny's going to be like this, and Baby Bunny is going to be maybe a brownie color. When everything gets quiet, I can just hear the rain absolutely lashing it down outside. Oh. I think Ranger and I might have to sleep in the craft room tonight. There's no hope of us getting into the house without getting absolutely drenched. And for me to get drenched is one thing, I just disrobe, but for him, he's freezing then. Right, a little R20 because this is a darker. Cute, cute, cute. All right. Oh, missed this out. No, he's too close over. Of course, he could stand up a little. I think I'm going to go for this. I'm going to cut some of these out. Do I want the hello? I kind of like it. I'm going to go for it. Getting tired. Lauren says, I always have to get a card idea off YouTube because I can't think of anything. It comes with practice. Crafting it is like, you know, any sort of creative thing like that. Just have to practice. It's like people that say, I can't draw. Well, people can't, you know, read music, but they learn and they practice, and then all of a sudden, oh, look, they can read music. But I know what you mean. Some people seem to have a natural affinity for it more than others, like creating things from scratch in their brain. I'm not going to bother with strings because I should have put the strings down before I put the hello. It's too late now. And as I always say, done is better than perfect, especially when it's been a long week and you want your bed. What do you think? I like creating things, says Lauren. Just can't think of cute things. Yell says, check out my page, Lesley. Would love you to comment. Should have done this or should have done that. Yes, you'll need to link me up though. And there's no should have. It's your creations. It's your own choice. You know that more than anyone because very often you give me amazing, fantastic ideas and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm like. Hey, bud. Ranger knows it's time for bed. I want to draw something. I want to draw a line. I want like a light grey pencil or something. Well, maybe have a colouring pencil, I suppose. And draw a little. A light grey pencil line will do the trick. I'll just have to do. Now I do want to come back in with some of those stars and hearts just to bring that continuity like we mentioned before. Of course I put that one away, didn't I? I think this will tie everything together so nicely from front to inside. And then it will be bedtime for me. Yippee! Just that little pop of yellow makes such a big difference. What do you think, you guys? What do you think, Ranger? You think it's good? Come on, see. Come, baby, come. No, we'll have to wait until it's time to go. He likes his bed too much. All right, guys, we are... Oh no, I just totally massacred that. We are ready to stick together. Ba, 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 ba. Gonna go for some rubber shredded tape for this boil. And I'm just going to add a little bit of purple down there because I think I sliced a little close on the edge there. Oh, typical, it's nearly white anyway. Never mind. Okay, so we're going to add just to this area here. And then the other side edge as well. Nearly there. How's the elephant card? I will check the elephant card before we go. And I'm hoping I'm not going to stick my finger in it and ruin it. because I think it turned out super fun. I'll have to send it to Tonic and be like, look at this. How cute is this? There we go. It's like my natural alarm clock. Whenever I've gone through 2 full batteries, I'm like, oh, I can't do it anymore. All right, let's do this thing. Okay, so I'm gonna fold this up. I'm upside down here, so don't worry, I know that I am. Adhere this to this edge here. All right. And then pull back the release paper here. And then fold this over. And this will get you, I think, a better, whoops, I've lost my position. There we go. All right, guys, let me just do a quick pushing everything out of the way. All right, guys, I think we are done. Ranger's complaining. I'll turn this down so you can see it. All right, so we have got Hello Jake here on the front, and then we have got Welcome Sweet New Baby on the side with a gorgeous balloon floating down. Oh, I think it looks so sweet, don't you? I love it. All right, guys, let's see what my elephant card is like from earlier. Oh, it's so pretty. Here it is. So I'm gonna grab my little pin. Instead of poking my finger in it, I'll poke it with a pin. So, okay, that one's hard. Yeah. Okay, some of them are a little tacky, so I'm a bit worried about removing them. So let's take this little guy off. Do you think it's obvious that it's a love heart? Or do you think we need to put some sort of love heart thing there? I think we might need to put a love heart thing. I don't know. But that's something that I will decide tomorrow. Because tonight, actually further away, it's more obvious that it's a love heart, I think. I think it looks really cute. Amanda says, love both these cards. Lauren says, it's so cute. Zimchick66 says, amazing card. Jewel is here as well. Hey, Jewel. Thumbs up. Yay. And Candy says, love like always. Amanda says, perfect. Oh, thanks, you guys. Right. It is that time. Come, Ranger. Come and say goodbye, everybody. Oh, the boy is so heavy now. Come on, boy. Oh. I'm not going to be able to lift you up much longer. Well, everybody, let's do this. Hold on, sweet pea. Nope. Nope. Hold on. Hold on. No, it didn't work either. This is going to have to do. Good night, everybody, from Ranger and I. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, you got hiccups. Oh, sad for you. Ranger, do you want to go to a dog show tomorrow? Yeah? Yeah, we could go to the dog show. You want to do that? Yeah. If you win a prize? Yeah, lick my ear if you want to go. You see, you know what I want to go to? I want to go to bed. I think so, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and we shall see you next week on another Come Craft with me. Thanks for all your creative input as always. And yeah, I'll see you then. Have a great weekend, you guys. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. This boy's ready for his bed. Bye. Oh, you're so heavy.